Gateway pundit here, Jimmy Hoft. Yeah, so the message from France is keep killing us. What's going on, Jimmy?
Jamie?
I mean,
that was a bit disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they tried to make it out that she was some kind of crazy fool because she was more of an isolationist and she questioned the wisdom of being in the EU still and the wisdom of unfettered immigration. But there we go.
And she was a nationalist and not a globalist, and that scared a lot of people. And the media there is, I would guess to say, more toxic than they are in the U.S. And of course, every time you saw an article about the two candidates, it was the far right Le Pen against the centrist Macron.
Right.
So the media certainly painted a picture of her that she had a hard time, I think, redefining herself.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a lot of there are some people who associate with her that they were able to kind of glom onto and just make that the essence of her campaign, and that wasn't necessarily accurate. But right. Here's the deal, though: nearly 40% of the French voted for her. So that's for that party, that particular party, and her ilk. That's an amazing number of people that decided that they felt similar to what she felt about the future of France.
Certainly. And it was just a week ago that this Macron was name-calling all of these people who are Le Pen voters, saying that they were un-French-like, and calling them some other names. So he's in an interesting position trying to unify that country now.
Well, wasn't there even a month ago, or less than a month ago, the Champs-Élysées attack?
Right. I put up a post yesterday after the election, and I was just looking at the county where Paris is. I don't know if you call it a county, but the area where Paris is, and saw that 90% of the vote there went for Macron. And if you do a little research, there's been 6 of those Islamist attacks in the past 3 years in Paris. They've lost over, I think, 360 people in these deadly attacks, and yet they still voted for this Macron over Le Pen. It doesn't make a lot of sense, I didn't think.
Yeah, I mean that's for sure. I mean, and that was the big difference between the two, was about security. It wasn't about the economy, because they were both just, they're both socialists. So that was the big difference. And again, people need to realize that 40% of the French are not feeling secure.
Absolutely,
That's
and why
the
would they? Let me correct myself. It was 238 people died in Paris over the last 3 years. 238 in terrorist attacks. So it's mind-boggling that they want the status quo after that. This is also a country, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, that now has fences and gates and barricades around all other landmarks. So they're changing the country to adapt to the new Muslim, population, and people, I guess, are satisfied with that at this point.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, Bill Maher, who really is creepy. I mean, I don't understand these guys sexualizing their criticism of President Trump and his family. It's just so weird. We had Colbert the other day, then we have Bill Maher here.
I just thought, Ivanka's going to be our saving grace. When he's about to nuke Finland or something, she's going to walk into the bedroom and, Daddy.
I mean, what's really even worse is the people who laugh at that. And
right.
I'm trying to figure out the psychology of this. So it seems like this relationship, like a father-daughter close relationship, immediately signals sex to people like Bill Maher. Isn't that weird?
Absolutely. I mean, you never heard this about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and his daughter Chelsea. But for some reason, we're hearing this about Trump. It's disgusting. And it just continues. The left has gone, they've reached new depths in their attacks on Trump the past week. Martha Stewart was flipping the bird at Trump in some picture that was posted online. And Colbert, of course, went off saying some nasty things about Putin. So they're just out of control.
Yeah, it's like anything goes. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Does Maher have any children? I mean, does he have kids?
I don't know that.
Huh? Because I mean, in order to make that kind of leap and to sexualize that relationship is so strange. I'd really want to dig further into his deal after he said that.
He's had some controversial comments about pedophilia in the past.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
Wow, crazy. Also, at the Gateway Pundit, also up there is the Seattle mayor who wants to tax diet soda because rich white people drink more of that. So that's up there on the Gateway Pundit site. We'll talk more about that too. Jimmy Hoft, as always, we appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks, Jeremy.
TheGatewayPundit.com.